Hey there! If you want to attract high quality buyers through content without spending hours creating it, even if you're not a natural content creator or writer, I'm going to show you today how I do it with my AI Content Overlord Framework. But wait, I'm not showing you another AI automation tool that pumps out generic, lifeless content. We all seen these tools, right? They don't create content that attract real buyers. And that's really a wrong way to use AI for content creation in 2024. So forget all those fully automated AI systems that create crappy content. There is a much better approach. And I will show you how using specialized AI assistants that understand your business to craft content that builds your brand and attracts quality buyer is the right way. In the next few minutes, I'll show you my AI Content Overload Framework. You will learn how to use it for your business, even if you have zero tech skills. I'm Darren Wiener. I have more than 3,000 hours spent crafting custom GPTs, prompts, and no-code AI automation solutions for business use case, including content creation. I have more than 18 years of global sales experience, selling service, SaaS, instruments, and also custom development project with deals ranging from 4 to 7 figures. I'm also a business coach in the AAA Accelerator by Leah Motley, which is the first community of AI entrepreneurs in the world, helping hundreds of business owners creating their AI business since 2023. I'm also the founder of the CCGG School Group, where I teach business owners how to craft custom GPTs the right way, good AI assistants that can work with them in growing their business. So why content? Content is the most sustainable way to attract buyers without watching your acquisition costs skyrocket. You're probably here because you want clients to come to you already knowing your value and trusting your brand. You're tired of constantly chasing leads and cold outreach. Or maybe you're fed up spending on ads with increasing costs. And when you stop giving money to Meta or Google, no more leads. But let's face it, content is neither easy nor magical. If you've played a content game, you've probably experienced that blank screen, not knowing what to write for hours, what content to create, what idea to develop. You've probably experienced the exhaustion of trying to post consistently while running your business. Man, that's hard. The frustration of seeing little return despite pouring hours into content, right? Or maybe you've experienced the overwhelm of adapting content for different platforms. There are so many nowadays: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, you name it. Or maybe you feel the anxiety of watching competitors post daily while you struggle to keep up. So how to avoid all this struggle? The right way is to create content with AI. But there is a caveat here, because I know what you're thinking. You may be thinking, Darren, if I create content with AI, my content will sound AI and fake, right? Or I will use my unique voice and style. Or my audience will spot it's AI generated and they will lose trust in me. Or maybe I can't build real connection with my audience using AI to create my content. And what if the AI copies someone else's content? If I am accused of plagiarism, at the end, will this AI content really attract buyers? These are relevant objections here. And I get it. I had the same exact doubts when I first tried AI content in 2019, 2020. I used tools like Article Forge or Market News or Word AI in my previous company, which was a SaaS company. And let's face it, I wasn't satisfied. And later in 2022, I felt the same when I tried Jasper, Copy AI, and all those AI apps to create content with AI. I wasn't satisfied for the very same reason you may have thought here. Okay. And I was also skeptical when they launched ChatGPT in November 2022. And when I worked with ChatGPT, with GPT 3.5. But everything changed when OpenAI launched GPT-4, including plugins. I'm not sure you remember that, but there were plugins in ChatGPT that allows to use additional apps or additional feature with ChatGPT. And then there was also Anthropic, who improved the closed models in 2023, and I found that things got better. And the real game changer for me has been the custom GPTs, AI assistant, like GPTs plus very accurate system prompts to control them, and the possibility to give them specific knowledge, especially specific knowledge about you, your brand, and how to create good content. And the same with Claude when they launched Claude Project in June 2024. This has changed everything for me when I was creating content with AI. I will show you in a few seconds how it changed everything and solved all this previous problem we've discussed about creating content with AI. Here is the real problem with AI content creation you've seen. Neither ChatGPT nor expensive AI apps understand what makes content truly magnetic for your business. They don't know what makes content good to start with. They don't use proven frameworks and process that make good content. And I'm not talking about like this overused copywriting framework like IDA and all that stuff. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about real good frameworks to craft very good content using your avatar profile, using your business specificities, your unique position, and all that's very important business fundamentals that will feed your content with very good specific data that will make the content great. And they also like understanding of your unique value, your knowledge of your specific audience, grasp of your industry context, and your personal content style. ChatGPT doesn't know about this. You may try to give some context in prompt to ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever large language model, but it's not enough. What you really need is specialized AI assistants that combine proven content frameworks, deep understanding of your business, and your unique voice and expertise. And I will show you exactly how you can do this. And I will show you a method that you can use even if you have no technical skills, no knowledge in AI, without using expensive AI apps that underdeliver. No need for that. The only thing you need is a ChatGPT subscription or a Claude subscription, which is a bit more than $20 per month, and without typical AI content flows you've seen. So are you ready? I will show you how to craft magnetic content that attracts compulsive buyers using the Content Overlord Framework. So let me explain what the framework is. There are 4 steps. First step is not even related to content. It's nailing the fundamentals of your business. Some of you have already done that. Most of business owners I've helped haven't done that properly. Then step 2 will be topic generation, the right topic that will attract the right people you want for your business. Step 3 will be what I call the brain dump. One of the secrets is to separate the brainstorming phase of content creation from the crafting and editing phase of the content creation, because the crafting and the editing, they prevent you from coming up with the best ideas. And final steps will be create the content with a specific framework. So let me just elaborate a bit on this different step. Step 1, nail the fundamental. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the attractive character profile, knowing who you are, your story, what makes you unique, what you stand against, what you stand for, what are your values, and so on, in a very structured manner and effective manner for marketing and content creation. Then the second point is the target avatar, who you attract, who is the ideal customer, the customer who has a problem you are specialized in solving and is ready to pay you good money to solve that for them. Then finally, your offer and the unique position. What makes you unique on the marketplace? Why this target avatar should work with you instead of any other? And why should they work with you now? Okay? So how can you do this? There are 2 methods. There is the easy method. I will call it the standard method, which is using a specialized custom GPTs that will help you create description of these 4 components. Attractive character, target avatar, offer, unique position. These are the fundamentals of the business. There is another advanced method that you don't have to use, but I can teach you as well, I will show you as well, which is turning these fundamentals, like your attractive character, your target avatar, your offer, and your unique positioning, into custom GPTs, which means into AI assistants that embody them. For instance, to turn your attractive character description into a custom GPTs, you can create what I call clone GPTs. Let me show you something. First and foremost, nailing the fundamentals. That may seem theoretical, but let me show you what we do in CCGG community in a very concrete manner. Okay, I am in CCGG community, and about nailing the fundamentals, in my school group, we have this module here, from ID to $1 million offer. And this module is meant to nail the fundamentals of business using custom GPT, specialized AI assistants. Okay, here the module is set up as a challenge, but it doesn't matter for what I want to show you. What I want to show you is that there are 5 steps in this module. First is refining your business ID, and you will do it with a custom GPT, this one, which is specialized in refining IDs, this one. And then you can see in the module, there are 4 other steps. One is defining your niche. And once again, you have a GPT to do this, define the GPT. Then there are who you are serving, defining your ideal customer and creating a detailed profile of your ICP, ideal customer profile, okay, with the Insight Architect. Once again, it's a GPT that will do it for you based on the information you give. That can be detailed information, or that can be the information you have, even if it's pretty vague. This guy will help you define clearly who is the target avatar and create an extensive profile with all the category that should be in the avatar profile. That's the way you can create advanced avatar profile the right way. And then the next steps are, of course, working on your unique position, okay? Once again, with a custom GPTs. And finally, defining the offer that connect everything. Who you are, your unique positioning, who you're serving, your ideal customer, and what is your value proposition, like the problem you want to solve. Okay? So that's how you can nail the fundamentals using the standard method, which is specialized custom GPT to create description of these different components. Now, the advanced method is more about, like I told you, turning the attractive character, like description of you, into a GPT. And I have a framework to do this, but just I want to show you how it looks like. Here, for instance, these 2 guys are 2 versions of my attractive character. Darren Wiener GPT. That's me. Okay, that's Darren Wiener Claude. Thinking the same way as me, speaking with my style, behaving like me, having the same value, knowing my story, knowing what set me apart. Of course, it's not perfect me, but it has all the elements I wanted to know so that I can use this in my marketing processes. That's my claim, okay? And as a matter of fact, I have a specific framework to do this. If I go there in the Fractal Toolbox, just to show you, Claude, your favorite celebrity, actually that's my framework to create clones of myself, of any people, by the way. And to do this, I have my clone crafter GPT that create knowledge base that I can equip the clone with all the knowledge I want. This is this guy here. Okay, that's an AI assistant. That's a GPT that create AI assistant that behaves, thinks, speak, feel like specific persona. And I have also a system from template which is optimized for this type of GPT, clone GPT. Okay, just to show you how it looks like in the reality. Then there is the avatar GPT. Guess what? The avatar GPT is created using the avatar target avatar profile plus my framework to create clone GPTs. Okay, makes sense? And if I have to show you some example, I have several avatar GPT. Let me find them for you. Where are those? Okay, Alex Master here, good example. Alex Master is one of my avatar GPT. Okay, it's an avatar GPT. It's the AI leader, which is my paid community avatar. That's the perfect customer for my community. And I can use it to ask about his problem, his perception of some of my sales message, and many other stuff. I can ask it to criticize some offers ID I have. That's really powerful, okay? I don't want to confuse you, but summary here, I have turned this description of fundamentals of my business into AI assistant that I can use when I'm working, or that I can involve in automated scenario. Pretty powerful. Now, So step one is nailing the fundamentals: attractive character, target avatar, offer, and unique position. Then you have step two, which is topics generation. Once you know who you're talking to, who you want to attract, target avatar, once you know what makes you unique, once you know who you are, really, what makes you stand out, and once you know the offer you have and the way you position it in a unique manner, then you can start creating the topic generation that will attract the right people, the target avatar, and make them interested in what you have to offer to them, what problem you want to solve with your unique way of solving it, right? So what is it about? It's to create the topic generation step. It's to create a stock of topics mapping the target avatar interest. Okay? How can you do it? Like at this stage, either you have some clever ideas and you can start with that and then use AI to elaborate on this or expand them, or the standard method I like to use is to use specialized custom GPTs to brainstorm ideas. And I have several approaches, frameworks, GPTs to do that. So let me show you what it looks like. Let me find an example for you. So there are different approach. Once again, this is one I can use, Content Ideator V2 GPT, which is my custom GPT to define topics, for relevant topics for my content. And it needs my attractive character, my target audience, my offer and unique positioning. And I can define content category if I have any content category in mind, but I don't have to, and give me some examples. And then I just give it this information as input, and then it will either suggest content category if I don't have any idea of content category, or it will use the one I have in mind. And then it will create a matrix of content IDs with several type of content and several categories, and then finding IDs like, for instance, 10 principles of a berserker mindset for unstoppable growth, which is both warrior mindset mastery category and an educational content. And then it can do the same for each category: emotional, deep dive, etc. Okay, so I have a full list of topics that I can use for my specific use case here, which is a mindset, offer, whatever. Okay, that's one way of doing it. There is another way, which is Content Plan GPT. It's another custom GPT I use that need my offer details, my target audience, my brand positioning, and then based on what I gave it, it will create a content plan with content IDs for each day. It will identify based on my input the main themes, and then analyze my inputs, extract key information, and so on. And then once I have validated everything and I agree with that, it will identify the main theme and then create, once again, a series of content. Sorry, let's here some IDs of content. How custom GPT can help you scale without losing your personal touch. For instance, guess what? What is the offer behind? Yeah, whatever. So here it will give me different IDs, and each time explaining how it relates to the audience, what kind of pain points we are targeting, and what's goal I have with this content. Once again, I don't want to overwhelm you, but just to show the different method I use, and you can use as well if you join my community, because I share some of them. And I have plenty of other ways, okay? These are just to show you these two GPTs, two AI assistants, are really focusing on generating relevant topic IDs based on who you are, who you're targeting, what you offer, what's your unique position, basically, using different frameworks, different methods. And I have some other ways of creating, brainstorming good IDs, good content ID. Now, step 3 is what I call brain dump. What is brain dump? Here, when you do brain dump, here is to take one topic ID and put as many IDs, examples, stories, whatever it comes to your mind that is related to this topic. What does this topic inspire you? What do you know about it? What comes to your mind? And here, the secret is to let it go. Don't try to be relevant. Don't try to organize anything. Just brain dump. Okay? Once again, the secret is to separating brainstorming from structuring, filtering, making better, editing, all that stuff. Separate both. Brain dump. There is a topic, whatever comes to your mind, put it there. Okay? How can you do this? The standard method is manually. Like do it manually. You have what do you see? What do you think or know about this topic? Put there on some Google Doc. Another way is to hack others' IDs with custom GPT or with Perplexity. But put the topic in the Perplexity tool and see what kind of information come, and then analyze them, refine them, select the one you find relevant. Okay. About hacking others' IDs, I don't like to use this, but I know people who use this with success. It's just about looking for content, covering the topics, and making custom GPTs analyze them for you. I don't want to demonstrate that because I don't use it, but this is a possibility. Then you have more advanced method, which involved using your clone GPT, the GPT that incarnates you. Like, for instance, in my case, Darren Viner GPT, who knows about my value, my perspective, my vision, what I stand for, what I stand against, and use this guy to develop the topic using my specific vision because it knows it. Okay. Another approach is to use another kind of GPT. I have a mastermind GPT. I have a contrarian thinker GPTs. The mastermind GPT, if I show to you how it looks like, let me find it for you. Okay, I found it, mastermind. The problem here with the pin GPTs, when you have too much GPTs, they are missing some. Okay, so you have to go back to your GPTs, my GPTs, and then I have a lot of them that I've crafted since 1 year. And here is the mastermind GPT. Yeah, this guy here. Okay, I can use this guy just to show you how the mastermind works. So the mastermind, I created it so that it creates a team of different specialists that will work on anything I ask it to work on. Okay, so in this case, to develop this content topic, which is not a really good content topic, but it's just to show you how the mastermind GPT works. It will create a design agent, a planning agent, a judging agent that will coordinate everything, a creative agent, a coordinator, and some specific expert agent, which is a marketing expert, technology expert, finance expert. Most probably all of them are not relevant, but I can adjust it. Okay, and I can say, okay, just use this, and here I would like you to work collectively on developing this idea. Okay. And using that, I can enforce different personalities to develop a specific topic. Okay. Most probably, I wouldn't use this approach for this specific type of content, but just to show the power of this approach. Okay. Yes. Anyways, and the contrarian thinker is one which is specialized in arguing against you and trying to develop an idea in the opposite side of what you want. Okay, which is interesting for some topics to have some counterpart. Okay. I don't remember where's the contrarian. Yeah, is this the contrarian genius? Okay. Like if I use it, I would say with the very same topic as before, which is this one here, custom GPT is working as a team to create magnetic content. I would say, for instance, I think using is the best strategy. What do you think? Okay. Obviously, if I was really working on serious topic, I would do something more sophisticated. But here, it will give me contrarian ideas that I can develop, either find counter argument, or even sometimes can give me some additional topic ID. Okay. Like contrarian ID, hyper specialization, AI as challenger, not collaborator, disrupting standard team dynamics, etc. Okay. Long-term application. So it's giving me some additional elements to refine a topic ID. Just to show you how handless it can be and the different strategies that can be used to develop topics like this, find new elements, spicy elements to make the content greater, in addition to your own knowledge and what you have in your mind. Okay, so step 4, create content, finally. And here to create content, what I'm talking about. First, we will select the platform we want to create content for, the main platform. Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Is it X? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Select one that will be your master content. Then I always start with the hook. We have defined a topic from step 2. We have developed the topic in step 3. Now it's time to craft the content for a specific platform. And first we will focus on the hook. 80% of the effort when crafted content should be allocated in the hooks, what I call hook element, because according to the platform and the format on the platform, there are several pieces of the content that works as hook. If I take an example, YouTube video, hook is title plus thumbnail plus first let's say 15 to 30 seconds of the video. First 4 seconds of the video for sure, and then 15 to 30 seconds of the video, the opener of the video. These are the hooks element, and you should work on that first. Then we'll create the draft with in mind the intent of the content and what's related to the intent, the CTA that will be put on the content. Because if we pump content here is to attract buyers, make them behave in some way. Click on something, check something, get a resource, join a community, whatever, CTA. So to create the hooks, we will use, of course, Hook GPT. To craft the draft, we'll use a platform-specific GPT, a custom GPT that is specialized in crafting content for a specific platform that we've chosen. Then after creating the hook, creating the draft, we will edit the draft using several approaches, either the platform GPT, or we can combine the platform GPT in the editing process with a style GPT, which is specialized in our specific style, or our own clone GPT, like my Darren Wiener GPT, for instance, that knows about how I speak, how I think, and that can edit content for me. Or even if you want to improve the copy, depending on what kind of content you're creating, you can have a copywriting GPT, a GPT that knows copywriting the right way. I'm not talking about ADA and PASS and all that frameworks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real copywriting, like knowing what is sophistication level, awareness level, how to craft a very good hooks, like what makes copywriting great. Okay. And finally, I like to keep a minor editing step at the end. That most of the time I do manual, which is I read the content and I just make minor change according to my own feelings and knowledge, experience. You don't have to do this. I like to do it. It's an optional step. And how can we do this? Once again, the standard method is to use a series of custom GPTs working as a team. There is the Hook GPT. There is the platform GPT, which is specialized in the platform you've picked. There are style GPTs, clone GPT, copywriting GPT that can be used or not according to the need you have. And then there is an advanced method, which is just using the clone GPT and avatar GPT, making them work together on the content. The clone GPT is there to ensure that it reflects who you are, your positioning, your offer. And the avatar GPT is there to challenge the content, ensure that the content is satisfying for the avatar GPT. It's a more advanced techniques. I don't use it that much. I've used it in the past and I was happy with it, but most of the time it goes faster using just a team of specialized agents with Hook GPT, platform GPT, style GPT, eventually copywriting GPT. But let's be honest, most of the time I just use Hook GPT and platform GPT, and that's it. And I'm satisfied enough with the style. I just give some indication to platform GPT about the style I want. Most of the time that's enough. So I've covered pretty much the content overload framework to create content with custom GPTs, AI assistants. Now, I would like to highlight a very specific point, which I call the 3 levels of AI integration and automation. Okay? There are 3 ways of working with AI assistants and with AI to create content. There is the first way. The manual method is you or your team member working with custom GPTs step after step all along the content overload framework. Most of the time you will work inside ChatGPT or Claude with these different AI assistants. Now, today, that's the one I use the most. I create my content using this manual for a different reason. One simple reason is that I can see at each step the output of my AI assistant and I can steer them, or it gives me further ideas because I remove all the friction due to I need to come up with ID, I need to write, I need to be sure it's right, it's written correctly, blah, blah, blah. No, AI assistants are doing it for me. So I'm just revising it and it gives me additional ID that I can then after ask the custom GPT, the AI assistants to execute for me. So I'm way faster, I can go way deeper and craft way better content because I'm just focusing on the creative part, not structuring and editing, right? So I can go deeper. Okay, that's the advantage of the manual approach, but the fact is you need to be there, so it's a bit longer. Now there is the automated approach. How does that work? Basically, you will turn the custom GPTs into assistant API. For the moment, you cannot turn Claude project into assistant that can be used using API in external tools. That's a limitation. So for the moment, for the automated method, I use custom GPTs that I turn into assistant API. Okay, if you want to check what assistant API are, let me show you. Okay, so that's the interface. That's the OpenAI platform. If you go there, you have assistants. Okay, so here the Ultimate Hook GPT, this AI assistant that I can use using API call, it's my custom GPT that I turn into an assistant API using the system prompts and some custom knowledge base. Okay, so if you do this, then you can use your assistant API. You can use tools like Airtable or Notion to store data, and so that they can handle data. And you will use make.com to make them the AI assistants work one after the other and craft your content. And then according to how you configure your automation, you can have some steps where you check what the AI assistants are doing and give them additional feedback, or you can make them work automatically. That works. I mean, I've used this approach. I know its limits. The content I create is way better when I do manually compared when I do in automated way. Why? Because when I do manually, I can add my spices. I can add my own creativity all along the process. I can be sure about what the assistants are doing. Whereas if you're using a fully automated system, even if the assistants are very, very good, sometimes you just don't like the way they create the content. You don't like the way they structure the post. It's not that it's bad per se. For instance, if you work with ChatGPT, like general ChatGPT, most probably it's not well done. Okay. If you work with AI assistants that you crafted yourself with custom knowledge, good system prompts, most probably the result is way better. But even if the result is decent or good, sometimes you just don't want the content to be like this. You want to add this idea here, or you want to shift the structure there, or you want to refine the hook a bit. And this is what makes an outstanding content. And this you cannot do if it's fully automated. If it's fully automated, you have inputs at the beginning, and then at the end you have a content. That is what it is. And sometimes you won't be satisfied with the content. Sometimes it will be good enough, and you can use as such. But if you want to really refine the content, you will prefer the manual approach. So if I show you how it looks like, for instance, let me open that for you. Okay, so like I told you, I have my AI assistants that are here in my platform, OpenAI. And then I have this scenario, which is this one, okay? This guy here, it's creating automated content using my assistant API, which means using good custom GPTs that are specialized in crafting content with the good frameworks to create content and knowing my business fundamentals. And you can see there are some cloud here, there are some GPT stuff here, and there are also some prompts for refining and structuring output somewhere. And I don't want to enter into the details because it's not the purpose of this video, but all these branches are for different steps of the content creation framework, and everything is orchestrated using make.com for the scenario. And here you can see like lots of content, brainstorming content here. And here using this Airtable as the interface to automate the content creation process with different stage, brainstorming, doing some research with AI to find stories, facts, and so on, drafting, revising, controlling the revision, which is manual. I need to control the revision manually so I can work on block here, and publishing, and of course repurposing, which is the additional step. Okay, and there are several steps. And if you check one specific content here, you have different fields with the draft, the edited version, and there are a bunch of others. I can edit hooks, I can edit the draft, I can give here in edits and hook edits, I can give instruction to edit the copy of the content or to edit just the hooks. And yeah, there are a bunch of stuff. I can trigger specific function. I can use several methods. I can use content creation using models. Like I found a good content, that is not mine, I can model it with my specific topic, or I can use templates. I mean, I got crazy with this stuff. I did it very complex. It works fine, but at the end, I prefer to do it manually with my AI assistant that I can steer. I can see step by step what they're doing. I can tweak stuff, add my own spices. Okay. So this approach works, definitely. It's fully automated. Definitely what I do here, if I want to create automated content, either I come up with ideas and I use a form. I have a form to just give ideas and feed the system, and can use the form from my mobile phone or from my computer. It will give the ideas here, and then all the steps will be done till the revising step. And I can then revise all the draft created in block time. So I block time to revise all the different topics that have been processed through the automation, give my instruction, revision will be done by my AI assistants, and I can come back later to check the revision, validate it, and then publish it. Okay, that's the way it works. But once again, very powerful in terms of automation, but not very flexible in terms of adding my own spices and being sure that the content is created exactly how I see it. And of course, another drawback with this is it doesn't stimulate my mind to come up with even better way of structuring the content or shifting angles of some content. If you want to create lots of content, that's a very good approach to have decent content, way better from what I've seen in other automated systems. But if you want really your content to stand out, I still recommend using the manual approach. Or there is a third approach, which is using your browser, okay? Creating content from browser. I would say it's not an alternative to the two first approach. It's more another way I create content using my AI assistants. And for that, I use Harper. How does that look? Let me show you. Maybe I can show you that. Yeah, I will. Okay, so here we are my YouTube channel in my Chrome browser. So what I would do, I would take this video here. Is it good? Is it not good? I don't know. And then I will use Harper. Okay. And as a matter of fact, that's interesting because this video explains exactly what I'm showing you here. Like if you want more details, go here. Stop wasting hours creating content with the whole way using this workflow. And you will see we'll use YouTube, we'll use Ultimate Cool GPT, LinkedIn Mastery GPT in this case because it's a LinkedIn post. But if I need to create a YouTube video, I will use my specialized AI assistant for YouTube videos, and then Darren Vineyard GPT for the style edition. Okay, I won't do it here. Go watch this video if you want to check. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video showing you the framework to the Content Overlord Framework to create content with custom GPTs. I've showed you different approach. The general idea is using custom GPTs to help you create better content, relieve you from all these content associated struggles so that you can focus on really making your content outstanding and having custom GPT do it for you. There are several ways of using them. Manual approach is the one I preferred, or creating right from your browser is the other one I like. There is also the possibility to do everything full automated. But now if you follow me, or if you have watched the video carefully, you know that this is not my preferred method, because if you do content automatically, you remove the additional value you, with your all unique perspective, can bring into the content. And it's always better to tweak a bit and to be able to push the AI assistant further. And sometimes when you see what the AI assistants are doing, it will give you even better idea that the AI wouldn't come up with alone. That's normal because it's the human creativity that's here. And that's the best here. You combine AI assistants doing the grind with your human creativity to make everything better. Okay. So if you want to learn how to craft such custom GPTs or how to use custom GPTs to create content, there is my free community, CCGG community here, where I teach everything I know about custom GPTs, and we speak about custom GPTs for business processes and more specifically sales and marketing frameworks, processes, workflows using AI assistant, using custom GPTs, and content creation is one of them. So if you join this community, you will have access to my free resources around custom GPTs and several types of sales and marketing workflows, including content creation, for which you can use custom GPTs. You also have access to me so you can ask me questions, of course. So if you want to learn how to craft good custom GPTs, and if we want to learn how to execute the content creation framework I've just showed you using the best custom GPTs you can find, join me in the free community at www.school.com/ccgg.